All right, Shredder. It's Q&A time, man. All right, y'all. First Q&A question from Austin Camban. Austin Camban. He want to know about meal plans. How does he get in contact with you about meal plans? He want to know about meal plans.
All right, people been hitting me up. A few people have been hitting me up for the meal plans. People, I'm sorry, the meal plans are not free. Like, they're not free. I could give you some suggestions, but if you want a meal plan, you can contact me for an email and we can set it up. Whether you live in New York or something, we can meet up, or if you're out of state, you can send it through PayPal or a money order or something, you know what I'm saying? Just hit my Gmail up and we can talk about that, but the meal plans are not free. So a lot of people have been asking me that too, so I'm answering your question. Meal plans are not free. I need to eat too, so, you know. Okay. I gotta eat so I can motivate y'all, and you know what I'm saying. Right.
So go to One Chance in a Million at Gmail. Yeah. I'll put the link in the description box. Okay.
I'm happy to help you out. Just hit me up.
All right, y'all. Next question from Asshole5. Asshole5. That's a YouTube name. What do you eat on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, I probably eat dark chocolate every day. I know I eat that every day. I get some fruits. I eat more fruits than vegetables.
Name a couple of the fruits and a couple of the vegetables.
Bananas is one fruit that I probably eat more like on a regular. Strawberries, apples, the easy accessible stuff I eat, like, you know, stuff like that. In my meals, I'll have some. I eat tofu here and there, but probably twice out of the week I have a vegan, like one of the vegan meats. You know what I'm saying? Like the all vegan type chicken, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But mostly I like to have some fruits, some nuts like almonds, walnuts, like I said, on a daily basis. I like to keep it light, especially in weather like this. Some avocados, stuff like that, easy accessible. I could peel them up and I could make like a big plate of that. You know, just like one of each fruit, or just one of each fruit is good. I chop them up. Drink about a lot of water too.
Alkaline water?
Yeah, alkaline water, nice and light.
Okay.
It's a difference.
Okay, how often, okay, this question is from G Heaven. G Heaven, how often do you train?
Train whenever I can. Like, it could be 7 days. If I feel like I can go 7 days a week, just listen to your body. If you feel heavy, if you're feeling heavy and sluggish, you should rest. That means you should rest.
Okay. So
you don't want to get hurt. But I would aim for 4 to 5 days a week. If I could train every day, if the weather's nice like this, I would train every day if I could.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rest for me?
Yeah, any rest days? That's the next question from G Heaven. Any rest days?
You got it twisted. Rest isn't a whole day of just bullshitting. Rest is, I would say my definition of rest is at least 6 hours of sleep is like good rest. You know what I'm saying? That's my type of rest.
Okay.
At least getting 6, 8 is like beautiful.
All right. Next question from Body by Cali. Body by Cali.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, you know him. Yeah, you do you lift weights, Shredder? This from Body by Cali.
I don't lift weights. A lot of people is telling me, yo, you would look. I've been hearing this for years. Like, you would look crazy if you lift, go heavier. The only type of weight that I ever lifted, probably twice out of the month, is a dumbbell, 20 pounds. And recently, my shoulder has been bugging me, so I just been rehabbing. People been telling me to rest the shoulder to, you know, get it, the rotator cuff, but I've just been like trying to strengthen around, you know, strengthen around those muscles, doing, you know, exercises, single joint exercises, strengthen around the rotator cuff with like a 20-pound dumbbell or resistance bands.
Okay.
So, but weights, heavy weights and all that, no.
Okay.
Dumbbell for a little curl, a little, you know, just for rehabbing issues. But as far as into my workout, into a regular workout, no. Okay,
another question from Body by Cali. In the past, did you build any of your physique with any weights?
No. I tried to lift weights. I started working out. I started working out seriously in 2012.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Before I tried to start working out in 2006 with weights, but it was like once every few months. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't seeing no results, and I guess I just wasn't serious with it. I never really was serious with weights at all, like into like a serious routine, and I never really knew what I was doing back then, so that was like a waste of time. If you don't know what you're doing, you're just wasting your time. So if you're not sure what you're doing, find out what you're doing so you don't waste your time, so you can see your results as quicker than possible, because those years that I wasted, I wish I knew what I was doing.
Okay, all right, next question. This is from Francisco Ibarria Jr. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. Francisco Ibarria Jr. What's the best way to teach a heavyweight, 220 pounds, to get to the level where he can do SHREDDA's vegan burnout?
It's the best way?
Yeah, to do that particular routine, SHREDDA's vegan burnout. Yeah.
You could do those type of routines in variations. You could take off, if I do 20 pull-ups, if you're a heavyweight, I would do 10 or 5. And you know, just cut down those routines. And if it's a muscle up, subtract that with like burpees or something. Replace that with burpees if you can't get over the bar. And the main thing is consistency. Because as long as you do those numbers, it's not those type of numbers, high numbers, but as long as you start somewhere and you're consistent with that, it's gonna build up.
Right, so the routine is 50, starts off with 50 diamonds. You can start off with maybe 20,
25.
And then you have the one muscle up, one dip up top.
You could do one burpee, one dip on a bar, and you know, one pull up. That type of routine.
Right.
You can vary it. You can still build your strength.
Modify the workout, take out the muscle.
Modify them, and build your conditioning up and build your core strength up. Because when all that gets built up, that's when you'll be able to get through those type of workouts. These type of workouts, it's a lot of endurance and basically willpower.
All right.
That's all consistency. That's comes from the mind too.
Okay. This is a question from Prince 2514. Prince 2514. He says, how do vegans get their B12 vitamins? Now I looked up the B12 vitamin. It says very low intakes of B12 can cause anemia and nervous system damage. The reliable sources vegans use for their B12 are fortified foods like some cereals, plant milks, some soy products, or animal products. So what do you do about your B12 vitamins?
B12?
If you're into that, the B12, you never... That's just one of many vitamins.
I don't know about all that, man. Like,
okay.
I eat certain shit.
You feel like it's overrated, the whole B12, that question? All right.
That shit, all that vitamins, and man, just eat the alkaline food, and you know, don't get too deep into that. Don't make it too complicated, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem with people. They make things too complicated. People are too smart for their own goddamn good.
Yeah.
You know, eat your alkaline foods, get your minerals. I feel like the minerals are more, like you need to focus on those just as much as your vitamins too. But as far as B12 and stuff, me, I don't really look into that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, Shredda. This is from Fabio Dip. Fabio Dip.
Hold on. As far as the B12.
Oh, I want to go back to B12, yeah.
Yeah. Don't look. That's all kind of overrated for me, and I believe like the almond milk I drink that has the B12 in it. I believe bananas. I believe bananas are deficient in those.
The B12. Okay. He'll get back to you on that. All right, Fabio Dip's question. Fabio Dip, only body weight workouts? I think you already answered that, but go ahead again.
Yeah, only body weight. That's what I enjoy doing. You want to enjoy what you do, whatever you do in life. You're forced to do so much shit. I mean, you gotta find something you enjoy doing. So I see calisthenics is something I enjoy doing, and it's rewarding as well. So that's why I do it.
Okay.
It's more fun too.
All right. This question's from Tommaso. Tom Maso or Meso. He's from the Netherlands. All he does is calisthenics. I checked out his page. His brother only does calis. Tommaso from the Netherlands. Why don't you drink water during your workouts?
because I believe I'm paranoid. I believe that. I believe if you ever watch shit like I Am Legend, that's why I train, man. I'm getting prepared for the fucking worst of the worst, man. The black man in America. I don't know when they're gonna say I can't drink no water again. So you know what I'm saying? I just get ready for the worst. I just put myself through hell because I believe that human beings are fucking born to suffer. So this is one form of suffering, and we the living sacrifice. So this is a testament.
Tell me about that tattoo. Tell me about that tattoo again. That goes along with what you're saying.
M-M-N-N. I got it tatted on me. Miserable mornings, never-ending nights.
That goes along with what you're talking about?
M-M-N-N. Yes, sir. Miserable mornings, never-ending nights, man. I done my. This is a long day. We live in them dog days, but that's why I don't drink water because, listen, you don't never know what the situation is, and you ain't gonna have water always, and it's gonna be some dire circumstances. So
okay.
Just be prepared for the worst.
All right. This question is from Grand Theft FIFA or FIFA. Grand Theft FIFA.
Yeah.
He wants to be vegan. Should he hop straight into it or go vegetarian first?
Yep. That's the best way to do it. Transition. Going vegan overnight. I don't know who could do that. That's the hardest thing you could do. I didn't do that, so if you could do that, then you're probably very strong mentally. But I'm 27, so about 24 years, about 23 and a half years, because my mother, she tried the vegetarian thing once before when I was younger for a few months. But you know, that's the way to do it. Like transition. Like I said, I transitioned from vegetarian to pescatarian into vegan. So I took steps. I cut it out slowly but surely. I cut it out.
Right.
Not slowly but surely, but more quicker than anything.
Let's go back to the area there. The cat's left. We can talk over there. Anything else on that?
Nah, just take your time, and when you're ready, you're ready. It's
all right.
Tough at first. Always tough at first, though. The transition is good. You know what I'm saying?
You also asked, did you build your muscles with calis only?
Yeah.
And you already answered that.
Yep.
Okay. Next question is from the kids back 777. The kids back 777.
Oh, it's good, my dude.
The kids back 777. His question is, would like to know that if that's 100% bar body, or at some point did he first start hitting the weights? The reason why he's asking that is because there's a lot of people on YouTube claiming that they built their body by the bar only, yet he sees them in the gym.
In the gym, right?
Yeah, a lot of fake dudes out there. So you kind of answered that before, but go ahead.
Hey, listen. Mine's is built off the bar, and like I said before, I've used a dumbbell 20 pounds, no higher than that. For curls, that's another exercise I like doing. I don't know why, it's just fun to me. And it's simple but fun, and I can do it in my crib. Like I've done curls from time to time, but not on a consistent basis. But ain't nothing wrong with lifting weights, and like I get what you're saying though, be who you are. Like don't be saying, oh I do this and that, and you know that's stupid. And you should be called out for that.
Yeah.
So don't be saying that. If you say, I mean, there's nothing wrong with lifting weights and doing calisthenics too. Like,
just keep it real, man. That's what the people are saying, man. You know, you got some people out there, they say all they do is Cali, and then you see some photo of them lifting weights in the on YouTube.
Like to get the best body, I feel like you need to mix both. If you want to look the best and perform the best, I feel like it's good to mix both. But dominate with the calisthenics because, like I said, just like the water, that's why I like calisthenics because it's more like a guerrilla, you know, warfare type. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need nothing. It's just raw. Like, basically raw. That's why I like it. It's raw. So, but ain't nothing wrong with mixing up. Just keep it real. I like doing this because I don't like gyms. I don't like paying that. I come out here. You know what I'm saying? Gyms always give me bullshit, so I don't like supporting them.
All right. Next question is from Terrell Lovejoy. Terrell Lovejoy. Can you ask him what are the physical effects he's going through with being a vegan in his body? Let me say this again. Can you ask him what physical effects going vegan has had on his body and any other changes going vegan has had on you? Any effects, physical effects?
Physical effects. My digestive system is much better. It runs more fluid. What's up? Sorry. Skin is healthier. I just feel lighter. I feel lighter. I feel like I have more explosiveness to me. And shit, man. Big bug.
Okay.
Fuck like a sex game. Yeah,
right.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's on another level, man. It's electric food.
That's
Electricity.
Right. Yeah.
So think about that. I like eating live food because you're alive. And when you eat live food, like I said, it's electricity that's self-food. Like Dr. Sebi said, R.I.P. It's funny how he died, you know.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Dr. Sebi, man.
That's a guy that I like.
Yeah.
I studied him for like months. Like after I'm going breastfeterian to going vegan, that's a guy that I studied for months, and along with my own studying and my own books. So like he was big on like self-food, and that's what I said. Like doing workouts like this, you want to have the explosiveness and the energy to keep on going, and the life and the oxygen in your cells. So
all right.
I feel the changes, and that's why I said I wouldn't go back.
Okay. Next question is from ZESLL ZESLLASX. He want to know how did you get into the vegan stuff? The vegan stuff he calls it.
Vegan stuff.
The vegan stuff. I'm sorry, vegan stuff.
Because it just started off as a bet, and you know, just trying something else different, and just getting more conscious of what's going on in the world, and you know, just seeing that like the meat is fucked up, is pumped with all type of hormones, like worse than soy as far as hormones goes, and that's it. The meat is not official.
Okay, so that's why you got into the vegan stuff.
Yeah, and I just looked at like the studies about the mammals being strong, the land mammals, and just in the wildlife, seeing the gorillas and the horses being strong and being mammals like us, and not needing to eat. Once I learned that we don't need to, it was like, you know, once I learned the truth, I thought it was impossible. And I just like to. It was just like I said, another challenge. Like I want to build, and once I heard that like the land mammals are pretty strong, and doing this, I said, you know, this is a good combination if I do calisthenics and be vegan.
Okay. All right, next question's from Max Van Schoonhoven. Max Van Schoonhoven. What is your height and weight?
My height is 5'10". My weight is unknown. Because last time I checked, like 2 months ago, I was 163.
So you say between 160 and 170, you would say? You think you're in the 150s? You think you're in the 150s or 160, 170?
I'll say between 165 and 170.
165 and 170. Give him the age too. Give him the age.
Maybe 172. Feel a little heavier.
Between 165 and 175, maybe that range?
Not 175, definitely not.
So, okay, 165 to 172.
Yeah.
Around that range.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, give them the age too, if they want to know.
So, 27.
27. And he also wants to know, do you also do weighted calisthenics?
Yeah, I do weighted calisthenics, rarely though. I gotta get my equipment up. That's something that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe in the future we do one of them weighted videos, man.
Weighted videos.
Get you in the gym. If you could get in the gym with me.
That's why I don't do weighted calisthenics, because going into the gym and you can't take your shirt off and all
right, I got you. Yeah.
Like whatever, man.
Yeah.
They always say I can't take my shirt off because it's like offensive to people, or I'm like, I don't know.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Yeah.
I don't believe that, because everybody that ever seen me with my shirt off tell me I motivate them
But some people get intimidated, to keep it real. People get intimidated.
Well,
They're not in shape and they in there working out. They see a dude with no shirt on, you know, doing his thing. They get intimidated like, I don't belong. And some people are like that, to keep it real. They like that. They get intimidated.
The minority of the people are like that because
Right.
they wouldn't be in the gym. They go into the gym because because they are motivated. They wouldn't, that's one step. They going into the gym because they motivated.
Yeah.
If they wasn't motivated, they wouldn't have been in the gym. So that's bullshit, man.
Okay. All right, Shredda. Next question is from Justin Jimenez or Jimenez. I think it's Jimenez. Justin Jimenez.
Okay.
Yo, Shredda, you do cardio too, bro? Shout out to my man Justin. Yo, Shredda, you do cardio too, bro?
Shit, like running for the train.
The bike, tell him about that talk.
Yeah, the bike I do over the bridge, man. The bridges over to Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Manhattan.
You said you ride your bike a certain amount. You were just saying
Yeah,
that.
I ride 10 miles. It's 9.5 going, 9.5 coming back from work. So that's 10 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's up the bridges, up the hills, you know, up those. Like it's a good ride, man. Beginning of the morning, end of the day, after 8 hours.
So what you did in this previous video over here, there are no excuses. The 5 laps, you usually don't do that. The 5 laps.
I mean, the 5 laps. I mean, I've ran laps before, but doing burpees too with it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, burpees. That's another way you get your cardio.
Yeah,
the burpees.
It's like
okay.
killer.
So the bike and the burpees.
Yeah.
Is your primary. All right. Last question here is from Adilu26.
Right.
He wants to know how many times. Oh yeah, he's talking about that Shredda's vegan calisthenics workout.
Yeah.
He wants to know how many times should he do the workout in a week. That particular workout.
If you want to, you can do it every day.
Okay.
Shit, if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're on that level, like it counts on the level that you on.
Yeah, if you on that
Yeah, because we don't know what level you at,
But I
but
wouldn't do no workout every day, honestly. So scratch that. Just
a couple times a week, maybe. I guess.
Don't do no workout every day unless you're doing different. You gotta mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You don't
So-
want your body to get too used to it.
So you recommending once a week, maybe?
Yeah, once or
And then
twice
step
a
up
week.
the numbers.
Yeah, step up the numbers. And
Yeah.
when you're used to it.
Okay.
But, you know, yeah, step it up.
All right, that's the end of the questions there. Anything else, Shredda, talk to him?
Nah, that's about it.
That's about it. If y'all got any more questions, leave them, I guess, you know, in the comment board. I'll write them down and, you know, we'll do another Q&A if y'all want. But, you know, you got to ask the questions. And, you know, yeah.
If you want those meal plans, holler at me. And holler at me at the Gmail.
Yeah.
I can get to those.
The link will be in the description box about his Gmail, onechanceinamillion.com. Don't forget to follow him, master_shredder on the gram. And you want that fresh apparel, man, you go to illionairesociety.com.
That's right. We just had a fashion show too.
Okay.
With Mr. Millionaire, Mr. Really just before. I'll be on the music team, so look out for that. Got some visuals with that too.
Okay.
And we just gonna give y'all a lot more to enlighten y'all with. So,
Okay. Thanks a lot, Shredda, man.
all right.
Peace.